I'm not entirely sure why I'm making this video, but for the first time in my life, as a consumer and a human being, I feel that I need to take to social media to protest in some way, and perhaps only to make myself feel a little better. But let me explain. A few days ago, I was involved in a very minor accident in my car, non-fault accident. Car tapped my bumper literally from behind. The driver did the decent thing, got in touch with his insurance company, which was LV, and they contacted me within 24 hours. The claim was settled. It was so light. There were no injuries, no suggestion that there might be any injuries. So all very straightforward, I'm pleased to say, and everybody played their part in that very nicely. Since I spoke to LV 2 days ago, I have received 11 phone calls to my mobile phone from various numbers, some of which were in America, all sounded like the same call centre, if I'm honest. And they knew details of my accident. They knew that it was non-fault, and they were pursuing possible personal injury claims. Now, as I say, thankfully, there are no injuries, and because it was so minor, there was no trauma. I'm not suffering from loss of sleep or anything like that, but I could have been. It could have been a lot more serious, and I'm sure there are people who are in that position and have still had this situation whereby they get these calls afterwards. Now, I've had that before, but never in the past has it been so clear how my number had been given out or where my details had come from, because in this instance, the only party I have spoken to or given my personal number to as a result of this minor accident is LV. To the person I spoke to in their non-fault third-party claims helpline. I haven't given it to anybody else. Nobody else, not my insurance company, nobody else knows about this minor incident the other day. So my number can only have been given to these third-party agency, by LV. And that upsets me. And I take the point. I just phoned LV and I explained the situation, and the lady at the other end of the phone was clearly reading a script, was very wooden about it all, but she did say, why would we give your number out for a third party to claim injuries against us? And I take that point, although I'm also cynical enough to think that the money all flows the same way. Whatever. The point is, there is no possible, it's not even conceivable, there's no possible way that my number and details of this incident were given to that third party by anyone other than LV. So, to my subscribers here on YouTube, to anybody who sees this on social media, please comment below if you have a similar experience, not just with LV, but with any consumer company, insurance company, anyone who's given your number to a third party. Because you know what, as a manager of a business, I had to be so careful with GDPR. Our whole business is revolved around these new rules, making sure that we're looking after people's data. And yet the big businesses, they just don't seem to care. And I think they should. So comment if you've got a similar experience. Share this if you feel as strongly as me about this kind of thing. And hopefully LV will see this, and I'll get a reasonable response from them explaining how my number and my details of this incident came to be given to third parties who were then calling me at what could, and thankfully wasn't, but could have been a very difficult time in my life. LV, I am looking forward to hearing from you, because the person I was speaking to on the phone cut me off.